Mr. Fleming? Mr. Genren? Mr. Grant? Mr. Grimm? Mr. Harrington? Mr. Leveridge? Mr. Maloney? Ms. Nichols? Mr. Patiri? Mr. Stahl? Ms. Weaver? Mr. Wysocki? Mr. Zaluski? Chairwoman Huffman?
Here.
There are 18 present.
Mr. Harrington?
Madam Chairwoman, I move that the legislature resolve itself into a committee of the whole for the purpose of conducting a public hearing.
I'll second it.
Hearing no objections, I appoint legislator Tom Choquette, Chair of the Legislative Committee on Planning and Tourism, to conduct this public hearing.
No, that's comfortable. You guys all want chairs like that.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. The clerk will read the notice of public hearing and enter the affidavits of publication into the record.
The Rensselaer County Legislature will hold a public hearing to discuss the Rensselaer County Homeownership Program 12 in accordance with 24 CFR 570.486 and the New York State Citizens Participation Plan. A public hearing will be held in the chambers of the Rensselaer County Legislature at the County Office Building, 99 Troy Road, East Greenbush, New York, on Tuesday, September 12, 2023, at 5:30 p.m. to review the Rensselaer County Homeownership 12 program activities and receive citizens' comments on the program's administration. All citizens are urged to attend and participate in the public hearing. Those requiring physical or lingual assistance to attend should contact 518-270-2914. If special accommodations are needed for persons with disabilities, those with hearing impairments, or those in need of lingual translation should contact Linda Vonderheide at 518-270-2921 at least 1 week in advance of the public hearing date to allow for necessary arrangements.
Okay, the public hearing to discuss the Rensselaer County Homeownership 12 program is now open. The rules of the chair are as follows. First, anyone wishing to speak at this public hearing must sign in at the table at the entrance to the legislative chambers. When you are called upon to speak, please move quickly to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Are there any questions at this time? Anyone wishing to speak?
We have one speaker signed up.
We have
Linda
one
Vonderheide.
speaker.
Linda Vonderheide.
Ms. Vanderheiden?
Program has assisted 4 of the
What's on the side, Cal?
Does that work? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, the Rensselaer County Homeownership Program 12 will likely be the last homeownership program that the Rensselaer County will have, at least for a while. The program has assisted 4 of the 7 households proposed in the application. The houses bought have been located in Sand Lake, Nassau, and 2 in the town of Scotticoke. The households have moderate incomes. We have until December 9th to have 3 additional households sign purchase papers or close. Issues with the program are the high cost of housing and the high mortgage rates. When Rensselaer County first received funding for the homeownership program in 2002, median house price was around $120,000 and the mortgage rates were about 6.5%. Although the mortgage rates were pretty high, they were actually dropping at that rate. Now the median house price is $260,000 and the mortgage rates are about 7.1%. The high house prices and high mortgage rates have made it difficult for our clients to find houses that they can afford at present mortgage rates. Additionally, very few houses are on the market, so they are competing against higher income buyers and the houses being built in Rensselaer County are selling at significantly over the median house price. The Office of Community Renewal is no longer funding homeownership programs through the Small Cities Program due to the difficulties of using these funds in their 2-year requirement. Is there any questions? Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? Anyone in the room? Is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? Lastly, is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? Okay, hearing none, and as much as all persons present were given the opportunity to speak and explain state regulations, review eligible proposed program activities, and receive citizens' comments and recommendations, and no one else desires to speak, I declare this public hearing closed at 5:43 p.m. Thank you for your participation. You're done. Is it us again?
Yeah, we can go right into the other one.
Okay.
Okay, our next public hearing, the legislature is called to roll. Order, will the clerk please call the roll?
The roll still remains the same.
Mr. Harrington?
Madam Chair, I move that the legislature resolve itself in the committee of the whole for the purpose of conducting a public hearing.
I'll second it.
Hearing no objections, I again hereby appoint legislator Choquette, Chair of the Legislative Committee on Planning and Tourism, to conduct this public hearing.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. The clerk will read the notice of public hearing and enter the affidavits of publication into the record.
The Rensselaer County Legislature will hold a public hearing to discuss the Nassau Lake Septic Replacement Program in accordance with 24 CFR 570.486 and the New York State Citizens Participation Plan. The public hearing will be held in the chambers of the Rensselaer County Legislature at the County Office Building, 99 Troy Road, East Greenbush, New York, on Tuesday, September 12, 2023, at 5:40 p.m. to review the Nassau Lake Septic Replacement Program activities and receive citizens' comments on the program's administration. All citizens are urged to attend and participate in the public hearing. Those requiring physical or lingual assistance to attend should contact 518-270-2914. If special accommodations are needed for persons with disabilities, those with hearing impairments, or those in need of lingual translation should contact Linda Vonderheide at 518-270-2921 at least 1 week in advance of the hearing date to allow for necessary arrangements.
Okay, the public hearing to discuss the Rensselaer County Nassau Lake Septic Replacement Program is now open. The rules of the chair are as follows. First, anyone wishing to speak at this public hearing must sign in at the table at the entrance to the legislative chambers. When you are called upon to speak, please move quickly to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Are there any questions at this time? Is there anyone wishing to speak?
Linda Vonderheide.
Lynn Vonderheiden.
Linda Vonderheide, Rensselaer County Economic Development and Planning. The Nassau Lake Septic Replacement Program is funded through a mix of CBDG Small Cities Funds and DEC Septic Replacement Funds. The CBDG program came about when Rich Elder of the Health Department realized that many of the homeowners around Nassau Lake would not have the funds to take advantage of the DEC Septic Replacement Program, as they would have to foot the costs of replacing their septic systems first and then get reimbursed for half the costs up to $10,000. They probably wouldn't have the funds to even pay for the half of the cost of the replacement either. 25 people pre-applied for the Nassau Lake Septic System Replacement Program, of which 3 were ineligible due to property type or location or income. 4 were only eligible for the DEC program, 6 were eligible for both programs, and 10 were eligible for only the CBDG program, and 2 were questionable as per ownership or income. The program only had funding for 10 houses. In August, we applied for additional funds to fix those who are still on the waiting list. After a slow start getting an engineer on board, the septic systems were designed in the first half of 2023 and were put out to July. You approved the bid last month, and I'm pleased to announce that the first few septic replacements are underway, and I'm hoping that all 10 septic systems should be done by November. Because the price of septic replacements came in higher than originally expected in the grant application and the CBDG budget, the Health Department was able to convince DEC that 2 systems located close to a stream that runs into Nassau Lake be eligible, which has allowed us to fund all 10 systems we were hoping to replace. Septic replacements cost from $14,396 to $54,163. The most expensive is on a lot that is a little over 5,000 square feet with some elevation change, so it's about the size of a city lot. Most lots are between 3/10 to half an acre. Many are on the lake shore or very near the lake. It is hoped that more residents will pre-apply once they see that septics are being replaced. Along with the PCB problem from the Dewey Luffel landfill, Nassau Lake often has harmful algal blooms in the summer. It is hoped that the replacement of septics will reduce this problem and improve water quality in the lake. Is there any questions? Well, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? Is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? And lastly, is there anyone wishing to speak on this proposal? Hearing none, and as much as all persons present were given the opportunity to speak and explain state regulations, review eligible and proposed program activities, and receive citizens' comments and recommendations, and no one else desires to speak, I declare this public hearing closed at 5:50 p.m. Thank you for your participation.
Where'd Phil go? Okay, we're going to roll into our presentation section of the evening. We're going to start with our first resolution, which is P 3/1223. This is a resolution commending past District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler Linda Rouse upon her homecoming. And I'd ask Linda to come forward. And this is a presentation by legislators Grant, Hoffman, Bailey, Fiacco, and anyone else who'd like to join us.
Larry, would you like to come up as well? And anyone else too who'd like to? Thanks, Bob. Was I? One line over there, wherever. think this is the best-looking group we've had all year here in the legislature. Congratulations. Resolution P 312 of 23, resolution commending past District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler Linda Rouse upon her homecoming. Whereas, as it is the sense of our unique society to recognize the contributions and achievements of the citizens of Rensselaer County, this legislative body acknowledges with profound respect and admiration an individual who has shown distinctive personal achievements in their professional career and other endeavors, or simply through a lifetime of good citizenry. And whereas, attendant to such concern and fully in accord with our longstanding traditions, it is the intent of the Rensselaer County Legislature to convey its compliments and congratulations to Linda Rouse. And whereas Linda Rouse served as a waitress on one of the first breakfast crews in 1986 prior to her initiation into the Ladies Auxiliary in November of 1989, where she served as president for 3 years and treasurer for 6 years. It's important to remember that Linda was a trendsetter because at that point they didn't allow women to be involved in membership of the Elks. So Linda was truly there from the beginning, serving the Elks in a number of different and important capacities. Whereas Linda was the first woman to apply for membership to the Lodge, and on past Exalted Rulers Night in 1998, Linda was initiated into the Rensselaer Lodge number 2073. And whereas Linda has been a member of the House Committee, Youth Activities, Veterans Activities, and Bingo Committee, and continued to march in the parade, pick up for Adopt a Highway, and distribute dictionaries to third graders. And whereas Linda first became an officer of the Lodge in 2001-2002 as a lecturing knight. She proceeded through Loyal Knights and Leading Knight to become Exalted Ruler for 2004-2005. Obviously, the first woman to have been chosen and elected as the Exalted Ruler of our local Elks Lodge. As needed, Linda stepped back into the chairs as Loyal Knight in 2014-2015, followed by Leading Knight, and then again for a second term as Exalted Ruler from 2014 through 2016. She was president of the past Exalted Ruler Association from 2005-2006, and has served as past Exalted Ruler Association secretary since 2006. And whereas Linda was elected to honorary life membership in the Rensselaer Lodge in 2021 and has been a recipient of the Elk of the Year, the Exalted Rulers Award, Officer of the Year, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. Now therefore be it resolved that this legislative body most joyously commends past District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler Linda Rouse upon her homecoming, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution, suitably engrossed, be transmitted to past District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler Linda Rouse. Thank you. Linda, would you like to say a few words? Very good.
This is totally humbling, and to think there are only 14 district deputies in the whole state, and I was one of them. And I'm proud to be a member of Rensselaer Lodge, who is very active in their community and with veterans and all of our programs. And I will continue to be active as long as my health lets me to.
You made one hell of a blueberry pie.
Thank you all. I think we should probably keep most of the group up here, Kelly, if that works for you.
Yes.
Because we have another resolution regarding Elkdom.
Okay, we're going to roll into Resolution P 31323. This is a resolution commending past Exalted Ruler Gregory E. Collins and the Rensselaer Elks Lodge 2073 upon winning first place for All American Lodge.
We have a couple more Elks coming to the front. Okay, resolution number P-313 of 2023, resolution commending past exalted ruler Gregory E. Collins and Rensselaer Elks Lodge number 2073 upon winning first place for All American Lodge. Whereas, as it is the sense of our unique society to recognize the contributions and achievements of the citizens of Rensselaer County, this legislative body acknowledges with profound respect and admiration an individual who has shown distinctive personal achievements in his professional career. Whereas, attendant to such concern and fully in accord with our longstanding tradition, it is the intent of the Rensselaer County Legislature to convey its compliments and congratulations to Rensselaer Elks Lodge number 2023 for winning first place All-American Lodge. And whereas the All-American Lodge Award is the most prestigious of the Grand Lodge Awards, for it recognizes those lodges best exemplifying that Elks care, Elks share. And whereas under the leadership of exalted ruler Gregory E. Collins, Rensselaer Elks Lodge number 2073 entered the All-American Lodge Certification Contest. And whereas the Grand Lodge creates a checklist with many different categories and a point system with maximum points awarded for each category. And whereas scoring in the categories needed to be tracked and supporting documents encouraged and required for certain categories. Supporting documentation could be news articles, photos, the like. This task proved to be quite extensive, totaling over 400 pages. And whereas after Greg and his team completed the contest list, it was reviewed and signed by District Deputy Grand Exalted Ruler Linda Rouse, who then forwarded it up the chain. And whereas results are kept secret until the National Convention, and whereas past Exalted Ruler Gregory E. Collins has earned the Lodge Awards, has learned the Lodge Awards never before won in the history of the Lodge. As the grant writer, Greg won a $10,000 grant, and he was also the #1 recruiter in New York State. And again, Greg had assembled his team. This is very remarkable for a relatively small area to receive all these awards. Greg had a large amount of the people in the Elks as part of his team, and I don't think anybody helped more put the things together than Sherry Pierce Rigsby, who is receiving a certification as well. She was one of the leading recruiters for Elks membership throughout the state. So I know Greg appreciates her help as well as the rest of the team. So therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body most joyously commends past exalted ruler Greg Collins and the Rensselaer Elks Lodge number 2073 upon winning first place for All-American Lodge, and be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution suitably engrossed be transmitted to past Grand Exalted Ruler Greg Collins and Rensselaer Elks Lodge number 2073. Greg, would you say a few words?
I just wanted to say thank you for the recognition. This is a really big deal. I don't think most people understand what the Elks really represents. There's a lot of weird titles. A lot of people think we're a cult of some sort, but we're really not. We do a lot of things to help support the community. We've been around for 65 years. We put $1.6 million back to this area for important programs. For those of you that might not be aware about the Elks, really what we do is we try to aid the less fortunate in the community. We try to promote scholarship and youth activities. We support our troops and veterans, and we inspire patriotism, Americanism, and respect for the flag. So if you don't know what the Elks is all about, I think that's a concise summary, and hopefully it's something that you can get behind. We're always looking for new membership, so if you are not a member of the Lodge, please join. Last year, we increased our membership by 28%, which is virtually unheard of, and that's because we have a great group of members that are very busy and active. I want to especially thank Sherry Pierce Rigsby for her help. There's no way this Lodge could have won this award without her. and all of our members. We've got a very strong lodge, one of the finest in the country. There's 1,874 lodges across the United States, and there's only 6 that are named #1 for All-America Lodge, and you have one right in your backyard in Rensselaer County. So thank you very much.
Greg, we have a couple more, or we have a commendation from the legislature for winning the first place for the lodge. And also another commendation celebrating the lodge's 65th anniversary. And we have a commendation for Sherry, recognition of your top performance as a top recruiter. Thank you guys.
We gotta get this guy here. I'll get it. Sounds great. I know, you'll forgive me. You guys. Time comes around. Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Hi, Danny. Hey. Oh, no, really?
Had no idea you had to do that too.
Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you all.
Thank you for coming. Hey, Deb, thanks for coming. Okay, our next resolution is P 31423. This is a resolution commending Elusive Restaurant and Bar upon the occasion of being featured on America's Best Restaurants. Is Joe Ventris here? Nobody here from Elusive? Very crafty. Okay, we'll move on to P 31723. This is a resolution recognizing September 17th through 23rd, 2023 as United States Constitution Week in Rensselaer County. And I'd ask Pam Smith to come up and join us up front. And this is a presentation by legislators Maloney and Choquette, and anyone else that would like to join up front.
Good evening. This is a resolution, like said, recognizing September 17th through the 23rd of 2023 as the United States Constitution Week in Rensselaer County. Whereas Constitution Day is an American holiday honoring the day the 39 delegates of the Constitutional Convention signed the United States Constitution in 1787. And whereas September 7th, 2023 marks the 236th anniversary of our nation's founding document. And whereas the Constitution was intended to achieve 6 purposes: to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity. And whereas the founders secured the principles expressed in the Declaration of Independence by establishing a government that derives its power from the consent of the American people. The government established by the Constitution formed a remarkably resilient structure, balancing necessary authority with inherent freedoms, national unity with individual rights, and federal interests with state powers. And whereas on this week, we should remember those who have made sacrifices to defend the Constitution of the United States for over 2 centuries. For it is this patriotism that we enjoy unprecedented freedoms and opportunities. And whereas it is fitting and proper to officially recognize our Constitution with the Bill of Rights and amendments, which has withstood the test of time, steering our country through times of prosperity and peace, and guiding us through the depths of internal conflict and war. And whereas it is also fitting and proper to officially recognize the patriotic celebration which will commemorate the formation and signing of the U.S. Constitution by 39 brave men on September 7th, 1787, recognizing all who are born in the U.S. or by naturalization have become citizens. Now therefore be it resolved that the Rensselaer County Legislature does hereby proclaim September 17th through the 23rd of 2023 to be Constitution Week in Rensselaer County, and ask our citizens to reaffirm the ideals the framers of the Constitution recognized in 1787. And be it further resolved that the clerk of the legislature is hereby directed to transmit a copy of this resolution suitably engrossed to the Van Rensselaer chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. Thank you.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. And we would like to invite you to our September 17th Bells Across America at Oakwood Cemetery at 4 p.m. That kicks off our Constitution Week celebration. Also this year, we are donating gift certificates to the Rensselaer County disabled veterans. That's just one of the many things that we do for our veterans. And if anyone has any suggestions or would like to join our group, please do so. We'd be more than happy to have you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have one more presentation. It is P 36523, resolution designating the week of October 1st through the 7th, 2023 as Cornell Cooperative Extension Week and National 4-H Week. And I'd ask Bernie Wyson to come down, and this is a presentation by legislators Wysocki and Harrington. and everybody else with Bernie. Come on up.
I respectfully defer to
Oh,
my friends up here,
okay,
so I'm gonna sneak to the back and get some pictures.
gotcha.
Yep, on over. P 36523, resolution designating the week of October 1st to the 7th, 2023 as Cornell Cooperative Extension Week and National 4-H Week. Cornell Cooperative Extension Association of Rensselaer County, since Rensselaer County legislative action establishes County Farm Bureau in April of 1917, which later became Cooperative Extension, continues to enable people to improve their lives and communities throughout partnerships that put experience and research knowledge to work. And whereas the Cornell Cooperative Extension System is a viable partnership between federal, state, county governments, education outreach of Cornell universities, knowledge and research, as well as youth, volunteer, staff, and whereas 4-H development has served one of every 8 youths in New York State, is recognized as the best future for agriculture in New York State, and continues to provide meaningful youth development experiences for over 2,000 school students in special interest, day camps, enrichment programs, 30 community clubs, and over 300 4-H youth members and 117 adult volunteers in Rensselaer County. And whereas Cornell Cooperative Extension through 4-H youth development programs invest in the state's future by creating opportunities for youth to grow into future agriculture in New York State and Rensselaer County, develop their personal leadership skills, contribute to their communities, strengthen their science and technology abilities. And whereas this year's national theme is Opportunity for All. The theme is focused on engaging and celebrating, creating opportunities that will enhance all young people. And whereas Cornell Cooperative Extension of Rensselaer County Agriculture and Food Systems educational programs contribute to empowering individuals and enterprise in agriculture and food systems to thrive by maintaining strong rural communities, advancing clean, healthy environment, promoting active landscapes, assuring safe, nutritious, and abundant local food supply, supporting a thriving New York State economy, whereas Cornell Cooperative Extension will continue to provide high-quality, innovation educational programs and products that will help New Yorkers build strong, vibrant communities, whereas Cornell Cooperative Extension has reached the 106th year anniversary of work in our community throughout the county to improve the health and quality of life of our residents, supporting strength in agriculture and horticulture endeavors, and providing relevant and meaningful programs to our youth. Cornell Cooperative Extension is excited to enter in the second century of serving residents in Rensselaer County, aiming to meet and ever-changing needs of our county. And whereas Cornell Cooperative Extension of Rensselaer County will continue to be active in such programs as the Scottycoke Fair, which just happened, farm business management, agronomy, horticulture, dairy, livestock, vegetable, and fruit production, healthy homes, nutrition, education, consumer education, youth leadership. Now there it before it resolved that the Rensselaer County Legislature recognizes 106 years of outstanding service to the Rensselaer County community and hereby designates the week of October 1st to the 7th, 2023 as Cornell Cooperative Extension Week and National 4-H Week in Rensselaer County. And be it further resolved that the clerk of the legislature transmit a gross copy of this resolution to the executive director of the county Cooperative Extension. So, is Bernie going to speak?
We're gonna have a few teams speak.
Okay, come right up.
Hello. Sorry. My name is Jessica Haynes, and I've been a member of Rensselaer County 4-H for 9 years. First and foremost, I want to extend a huge thank you to each and every one of you for recognizing the value of 4-H and the positive impact it has had on so many lives. Throughout countless projects, meetings, and community service activities, 4-H has taught me the importance of leadership, responsibility, and dedication. I've learned to think critically, communicate effectively, and work collaboratively with my peers. I've had the opportunity to go on various trips, including the annual New York State 4-H Agriculture Business Career Conference at SUNY Cobleskill, and learning about possible majors and jobs, but also agriculture is everywhere and reinforces how important teamwork and communication is. I also had the opportunity to take a week trip to Cornell University and explore the campus in different careers, and learned a lot about myself and how I can make a positive impact on my community. Every volunteer and opportunity and workshop teaches a different life lesson. 4-H is a path to personal growth, community engagement, and skill development. It offers young people the opportunity to learn, lead, and make a difference and a positive impact on the world. Without your support, none of these experiences would be available for us. Thank you for your time tonight and what you have done for all of 4-H.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mackenzie Diamond. I've been involved in 4-H for a little over 3 years now, and I've loved every second of it. 3 years may seem not like a lot of time, but it really has been, and it's filled with so many new amazing experiences. Recently, I've been to Cornell University for 4-H career explorations with a few other members of 4-H from Rensselaer County. It was an amazing experience, and I was excited to meet so many fellow 4-Hers from across the state, but I was also excited to broaden my horizons to things I never knew that I was interested in. Way back in April, I went to 4-H Capital Days, which took place in Albany, New York. During those 3 days, I met so many new people from across the state, and I ended up with so many new relationships and friends from people across the state that I would have never met. But every year, I love so much going to the Schaghticoke Fair. Seeing the fairgoers look at everything that we 4-Hers have done brings a sense of pride to myself. We all take a week out of our year to prepare for this long, excruciating week to get things done. But not only showing what we can do, but being able to educate the public about 4-H brings a sense of pride to myself. Some people may have never known about what we do or who we are as a group, and to give them a little knowledge can spark other things and get them to try new things. I would like to thank our legislator for your continuation of support that you have given us. I hope that we are able to work on more things in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, as one of the farmers on the board here, I would just like to say congratulations. I was a 4-H member. I joined 4-H on my 10th birthday, September 25th, 1950. So that was 73 years ago. And actually, I think I was chairman of the board in 1968, I think is the right year. So I've been around 4-H for a while. It's an excellent program. That's for sure. Thank you.
Yep, go ahead, Dan.
I just want to say one thing. I just want Bernie and Candace and the whole crew here did a great job in the fair this year. Well done.
Candace or Bernie, anybody?
Yep, I will be glad to take that. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks.
Very good. I can say a few words if
Oh, yeah. Bernie's going to speak.
Okay, so I will keep this short. I do want to say that we had a really great fair, thanks not only to folks that you see up here. We have Candace Freer, who's our team leader for 4-H Youth Development in our association. We have Eileen DePaula, who's our team coordinator, actually, I shouldn't say team coordinator, 4-H coordinator for our association. And of course, she met our outstanding teens. And for Jessica and for Mackenzie, for every one of them, there's probably about 10 others behind the scenes that are just as vibrant and outgoing and getting as much from 4-H as possible. This move here to this building has been quite a refreshing change for us. And I know it's taking us a while to kind of catch our wind and catch up with COVID, catch up with our new setting. But I do want to thank everyone for their support over the past year and decades before that, because we truly are, with the exception of the Hoosick Falls FFA program, we are the only youth entity currently that does teach agriculture to youth. And that's really important because we all eat, and the food system in general is a very delicate system. And we're very fortunate that Cooperative Extension provides programming from the field to the fork. So with that, I want to thank you. Budget season's coming up, so keep us in mind. We really appreciate all that you do and the support we get, both morally and fiscally. Thank you. Thanks so much.
They all think I was here in 1917 when it started.
Who's counting, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help at fair this year, too. Judging.
Thank you for everybody for what you do for 4-H. Certainly, it is showcased well at the Scotticoke Fair what 4-H can bring to our community. And Dan and I have been lucky enough to do some judging on some of those fun things. So great work. Thanks, Bernie. No. Okay, it is 6:24. The September 12th, 2023 regular meeting of the Rensselaer County Legislature is now called to order. Would the clerk please call the roll?
The attendance still stands at 18-1, Mr. Stahl being absent.
Thank you. Dueling attorneys. You can both sit up here. There's plenty of space.
Take my chair. Take my chair.
You take your chair? Okay. Invocation, Mr. Grant.
God of all nations, look with favor upon our nation as we remember continue to remember the tragic terrorist attacks of 9/11. Be our source of strength, healing, and comfort as our wounds still bleed. God of wisdom and compassion, you create eventual blessings out of every kind of evil. Amen.
Amen. Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Grimm.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Harrington?
Madam Chair, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the regular meeting of August 8th, 2023, and approve the minutes as printed.
I'll second.
The second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, we'll get on to the meeting agenda. Presentations.
Kelly, we have to update the attendance. Ms. Nichols has left the meeting,
Okay,
so it's now 17.
and that's at 6:26. Thank you for that, I didn't notice. Presentation of petitions.
On file,
Presentation of communications.
on file,
Reports of commissions.
on file,
Departmental
on
reports.
file,
Reports of standing committees.
on file.
Local laws.
There are none tonight.
Okay, we'll get to the index of resolutions. G 32623.
G 32623, resolution authorizing an agreement for system support, Bureau of Public Safety, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, and Maloney.
All those, Mr. Grimm? There were none, right? We already checked, yes. Yeah, we already checked.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 32723.
G 32723, resolution amending the 2023 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 32823.
G 32823, resolution for the Capital Region Workforce Development Board appointment of Rensselaer County Business Board members, Department of Employment and Training, introduced by legislators Wysocki, Patiri, and Zaluski.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 32923.
G 32923, resolution authorizing the purchase of a nurse call system, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33023.
G 33023, resolution accepting an allocation from the New York State Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance, authorizing a contract with St. Paul Center and amending the 2023 adopted Rensselaer County budget. Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33123.
G 33123, resolution amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget and capital projects budget, Buildings Department, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33223.
G 33223, resolution authorizing the purchase of a plow truck, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33323.
G 33323, resolution authorizing the purchase of security equipment for Reimagine Rensselaer County Facilities Project, Bureau of Central Services, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Bailey, Hoffman, and Grimm.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33423.
G 33423, resolution accepting grant funding from the New York State Department of Health for the 2023-2024 Adolescent Tobacco Enforcement Program and amending the 2023 adopted Rensselaer County Budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Stahl, Generin, and Nichols.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33523.
G 33523, resolution authorizing purchases from the New York State Comprehensive Bituminous Concrete Contract Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33623.
G 33623, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. Mr. Casal? Yeah, so G 33523.
We'll update the vote to be 16 ayes, 1 abstention, Mr. Cassell.
That's okay. We'll catch it now. Okay, G 33723.
G 33723, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33823.
G 33823, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 33923.
G 33923, resolution authorizing the purchase of highway equipment, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
18 ayes.
So moved. G 34023.
G 34023, resolution authorizing a maintenance agreement with Catalyst Courts and Land Records LLC for Caseload Explorer Probation Case Management System, introduced by Department of Probation, Department of Probation, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34123.
G 34123, resolution authorizing contract with Rensselaer County Sheriff's Office, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Stahl, Generin, and Nichols.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34223.
G 34223, resolution accepting funding from the New York State Department of Health for strengthening public health infrastructure, workforce, and data systems grant, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Stahl, and Generin.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34323.
G 34323, resolution authorizing allocations of funds received from the opioid crisis settlement and amending the 2023 adopted Rensselaer County budget, Department of Health, introduced by legislators Stahl, Generin, and Nichols.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34423.
G 34423, resolution authorizing an agreement with Hudson Valley Community College Department of Social Services, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34523.
G 34523, resolution authorizing acceptance of a grant award year 2 from the New York State Office of Victim Services and amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, and Maloney.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34623.
G 34623, resolution authorizing acceptance of an award from the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services and amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget, District Attorney, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, and Maloney.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34723.
G 34723, resolution authorizing the appropriations of highway machinery fund balance and amending the 2023 adopted Rensselaer County budget, Highway Department, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34823.
G 34823, resolution classifying action to undertake a certain project as type 2 action not subject to seeker review, SOAR District, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 34923.
G 34923, resolution authorizing an amendment to the energy performance agreement with Siemens Industry, Inc. for improvements related to the Rensselaer County wastewater treatment plant and related lease purchase agreement with Siemens Public, Inc., and introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35023.
G 35023, resolution authorizing an amendment to an agreement for professional services, Bureau of Public Safety, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, and Maloney.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35123.
G 35123, resolution for the Capital Region Workforce Development Board, acceptance of federal ARPA funds from Albany County for on-the-job training programming and amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Department of Employment and Training, introduced by legislators Wysocki, Patiri, and Zaluski.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35223.
G 35223, resolution authorizing use of consortium contracts, Van Rensselaer Manor, introduced by legislators Grant, Leverage, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35323.
G 35323, resolution authorizing acceptance of a grant from the New York State Office of Homeland Security for the State Law Enforcement Terrorism Prevention Program and amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Office of the Sheriff, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, and Maloney.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35423.
G 35423, resolution amending the 2023 Rensselaer County adopted budget, Rensselaer County SOAR District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35523.
G 35523, resolution amending a retainer agreement for Miller, Mannix, Schaffner, Hafner, LLC, SOAR District Number 1, introduced by legislators Leverage, Grant, Weaver, Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 35623.
G 35623, resolution approving capital construction HVCC North Expansion Contract Change Order, introduced by legislators Casal, Generin, and Doran.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G, 35723.
G 35723, resolution establishing a capital project cogen plant upgrades, introduced by legislators Casal, Generin, and Doran.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G, 35823.
G 35823, resolution establishing a capital project applied technology education center, ATEC, Phase 2, introduced by legislators Casal, Generin, and Doran.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G, 35923.
G 35923, resolution approving settlement with Gallo Construction, Troy Pump Station, Sewer District Number 1, introduced by legislators Harrington, Bailey, and Fleming.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G, 36023.
G 36023, resolution authorizing the purchase of furniture and related services, public defender, introduced by legislators Grant, Maloney, and Weaver.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36123.
P 36123, resolution commending Clayton LeBlanc for his heroic and life-saving actions, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, Maloney, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36223.
P 36223, resolution commending Officer Nolan Gray and Sergeant Matthew Peasley for their heroic and life-saving actions, introduced by legislators Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36323.
P 36323, resolution honoring Troy Police K-9 Norby for demonstrating bravery and resilience while investigating a robbery and capturing the subject, introduced by legislator Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36423.
P 36423, resolution recognizing the 2023 Van Rensselaer Award recipients, introduced by legislators Grimm, Doran, Fleming, Nichols, Weaver, Zaluski, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36523.
P 36523, resolution designating the week of October 1st through the 7th, 2003 as Cornell Cooperative Extension Week and National 4-H Week, introduced by legislators Wysocki, Harrington, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36623.
P 36623, resolution recognizing National POW MIA Day, September 15, 2023, introduced by legislators Harrington, Casal, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36723.
P 36723, resolution recognizing Sunday, October 8, 2023 as Organ Donor Enrollment Day, introduced by legislators Hoffman, Grant, Bailey, Fiacco, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36823.
P 36823, resolution recognizing October as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month in Rensselaer County, introduced by legislators Fiacco, Hoffman, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 36923.
P 36923, resolution recognizing the month of October 2023 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, introduced by legislators Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 37023.
P 37023, resolution recognizing October 2023 as National Bullying Prevention Month, introduced by legislators Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 37123.
P 37123, resolution advocating for safe public access at Riverfront Park in Castleton, introduced by legislators Choquette, Generin, Loveridge, and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. P, 37223.
P 37223, resolution urging the Rensselaer County Legislature to fill a vacancy of Republican Commissioner to the Board of Elections, introduced by legislators Grimm, Doran, Fleming, Nichols, Weaver, and Zaluski.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
5 in favor, 12 opposed. The resolution is defeated.
Defeated. P 37323.
P 37323, resolution adjourning the September 12th, 2023 legislative meeting in memory of Rensselaer County legislator, the Honorable James J. Brereton, introduced by legislator Hoffman and the entire legislative body.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 37423.
G 37423, resolution amending a contract for design and construction phase services for the miscellaneous plant improvements and aeration system upgrade projects, Rensselaer County Sewer District Number 1, introduced by Chairwoman Hoffman.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 37523.
G 37523, resolution authorizing a grant extension and amending the 2023 Rensselaer County Adopted Budget Board of Elections, introduced by Chairwoman Hoffman.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. G 37623.
G 37623, resolution authorizing contract extension for absentee ballot prepaid postage grant and amending the 2023 adopted budget, Rensselaer, or Board of Elections, introduced by Chairwoman Hoffman.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed?
17 ayes.
So moved. And that is the index of resolutions, legislator privilege. Mr. Grimm?
I just would be remiss if I didn't mention tonight, as we celebrate, the oncoming Constitution Week, that, remembering both Peter and Alice Goebel, who for years presented here so eloquently for all of us. And I'm sure everyone is missing them both tonight, and I just wanted to make an acknowledgement.
Thank you very much. I know Alice was always very proud. We always looked forward to having her here for her annual visit. I think she kind of brought Constitution Week to a whole other level, and I know she was very instrumental in having the bells rung at 4 p.m. at Oakwood Cemetery every year. So thank you for bringing that up. Mr. Maloney? Motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? All those in favor? Aye. Have a good night. Be safe, everyone.